Tick tock, cuckoo, cuckoo. For as long as I can remember, I've always liked cuckoo clocks, and I never knew why. Whenever I walk into someone's home that has a cuckoo clock, I'm instantly drawn to it. I ask myself, what kind of wood is it made of? Does it have a bird with an extension or dancing figurines on a turnstile? Will the bird comically shoot out 3 feet like the beloved cartoons from my childhood? What will the cuckoo whistle sound like? How is the crown of the clock decorated? Ornate leaf, majestic bird, or other neat design? How is the pendulum rod decorated? Does it have a Ruth with hand-laid individual wooden shingles? Does it play Edelweiss or Happy Wanderer? You know, the Muppet Show version. Or did it play both? I'm always mesmerized, eagerly waiting for its chime to sound. This timekeeper, this beautiful brown box of exciting bright chimes and calming cadence is a treasured memory. See, when I was growing up as a shy Navy military kid, I experienced many family moves, and each time was filled with uncertainty, anxiety, a lot of grief. It was anchors away every 3 years. Starting at a new school seemed to be the most difficult experience for me. My heart would feel like it was going to jump out of my body. It was beating so fast. Sometimes I couldn't breathe. And time would seem to slow down or stop. Sometimes difficult memories can cloud the joyful ones. Many years ago, I was looking through some old photos with my father at his home, kind of reminiscing. As he carefully picked up and passed each treasured photo to me, I grew in awe. Then he slowly handed me an interesting photo I had not seen before. Okay, picture this. Early 1970s. An obviously chuckling tall man is wearing brown bell-bottom polyester pants and a large collared brown pinstripe shirt. He was holding up a bright-eyed little girl with dark brown hair in pigtails. She was in a pink dress with short cuffed sleeves and some really snazzy black strap shoes with white lace socks. And she was being held up in front of, you guessed it, a cuckoo clock. I quickly and curiously turned to my dad and pointed to the man in the photo, asking who he might be. My dad replied in his characteristically country gruff voice, "Well, Jamie Joe, that there is your Uncle George from Boston holding you up when you was a little girl. I remember how much you giggled when he raised you up to hear that there cuckoo clock go off. Uncle George would say, hoo hoo, chuckling as you would say, ah, ah, over and over and giggling all the time. At that moment, I remembered why I had always liked cuckoo clocks. Now, I'm a military wife and a caregiver for my disabled husband. Building resilience redundantly and being all I can be. As I reflect back those last 20 years of my life, most of my memories as a military wife and a caregiver have been challenging and difficult, similar to my childhood memories. Multiple moves, multiple back-to-back deployments, sadness, anxiety. These difficult memories sometimes cloud good childhood memories. So about 2 years ago, I mentioned to my husband that I liked cuckoo clocks and told him about my childhood memory and the precious photo. Note, my husband happened to have been stationed in Germany early in his Army career before we were married and is familiar with clocks. The cuckoo clock happens to be one of Germany's most beloved cultural icons. Enthusiastically declared one day that he was going to buy me a real, genuine German cuckoo clock. I was astonished. It was a family affair. It was all hands on deck, and it was exhilarating. Everyone in the household was researching on for the best authentic German handmade cuckoo clock. It took 2 months of comparing and contrasting features, And then finally, we decided as a family which one to buy. It took 2 nail-biting weeks to arrive in the mail. We bought a handmade, authentic August Speyer cuckoo clock made in the Black Forest Clock Factory in Germany. It's 15 by 15 by 10. Walnut 8-day cuckoo clock chalet, individual wooden shingles, dancing figurines with music, 2 beer drinkers, a classic Bavarian leisure scene with a mill, wheel, and clock, pendulum, and wooden dial. The fitted mill will turn the table in front of the clock are 2 Bavarians enjoying a beer. With the striking of the clock, both lift alternately to their mouths. Remarkably, it can play 2 melodies, Edelweiss and Happy Wanderer. Valderie, Valdera, cuckoos. So now every day when our cuckoo clock strikes the time and I see that bird pop out, cuckoo, cuckoo, I recall my happy childhood memory with my great Uncle George. And when the clock's wheel and figurines turn and play Happy Wanderer, I'm reminded of my photo discovery memory with my father in our travels. Finally, when I hear the calming tick tock, I'm reminded of the love of my husband and my child, our bonding experience, and our hope for a future of sweet new memories. This clock's cadence has interweaved its way into our lives by reinforcing good memories and providing a path to a sound future. The sound of the clock brings a smile to my husband and son because it reminds them of the fun we had finding our own clock, making our own memories. It brings perspective to our lives. So, what's your cuckoo clock?